Hey y'all, hey, this is Dr. Samira Cole, and this is your wisdom point of the day. So in my alone time with the Lord, he reminded me that he took the people of Israel the long way. So the journey from Egypt to from Egypt to the promised land for the people of Israel would have taken about 11 days. It would be an 11-day journey. God intentionally took them the long way. If you read Deuteronomy chapter 8, around about the second verse, it says, God took us the long way, went to humble us. He took us a long way to prove us, to test us, and to know what's in our heart. Meaning God needed to prepare the people of Israel for the promise. And so he took them literally the opposite direction. So maybe they should have went one way. God said, no, go the other way. The long way took them 40 years. Why is this important to us, to you and I? The reason why it's important, because God does this the same way. God gives us a promise. God gives us a vision. And we think, oh, hey, it's all just happened. Let me just shout now. Somebody told you in a sermon that it was your time, and shout. And that was it. And then you're still waiting. Because remember, God is also concerned about us and the promise. Getting to the promise is one thing. Maintaining it is another. Being great is one thing. Being good is another thing. God doesn't want us to be good. He wants us to be great. And that requires preparation in the promise. How this works is, and why this is important, because there are many of you who have been waiting. You think, God, why is it taking so long? And what happens is the enemy gets into our ear and he says, did God really say that? But look how old you are. But look at your friends. Then we start despising small beginnings. We start getting weary in well-doing. And Satan wants us to question the sovereignty of God. Why isn't my dream manifesting right now? They told me if I shouted, it was going to happen, and it didn't. Because that wasn't God. God is preparing you for what he has promised you. And you'll never get there in disobedience. You'll never get there stepping outside of God's will. You will never be able to force God's hand open or his doors open without his process. So I want to keep you encouraged. Go where God has placed you and planted you. Be obedient to his will. And wait and prepare so that when God finally releases you, you are great. And of course, go to therapy. We can definitely help you through this process. Bye.